Hi, I work at Altai. I do have supervisory skills. My first supervisory position was when I was just in high school, working in my high school along with my fellow students. And I've held another supervisory position later on after I graduated. How I feel about cold calling a business over the phone or face to face, I don't mind. I've been thinking a little more, and I can't see any reason why I wouldn't want to. That's the majority of how sales are cooperated, and no, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. I prefer compensation, or if it's commission, a base. But if it's a strong commission or even just a W-2, I don't mind. How I set goals for myself, I like to draw out my plans and create a map and do like a check off, and there's no way that I don't meet any of my goals. Yes, I feel I have much experience. I've been working in sales for over 10 years. I believe 18 years now. My biggest disappointment with a client or prospective was when I looked into some sales that I was negotiating with this client, and I saw that they was trying to steal from my company and doing things behind that I wasn't involved in on my end, and there was no way that any good could come from it. The toughest sale I've ever made, there is no toughest sale that I've ever made. If I had to make a guess, I would say supervising my own company. I've tried it before in the past. Even though I said that I've never been the supervisor of my own company, I've tried it in the past, and I prefer not to supervise my own company. So that would be a no. I have no weaknesses when it comes to my sales. I have a business degree, so I see my sales position in a couple of years only getting broader and higher. With my business degree, it co-partners with sales. It's basically, even though I've never trained, it's owning your own business and being your own boss. And since I'm my own boss, I can work overtime as much as I would like, and there's no set rules. So I feel that my position could only get better. I excel at both outside and inside sales, yes. When it comes to my outside sales, if I have a quota of 30 signatures, I would say I make about 50 in a day. And in inside sales, the same. If I have a quota about 30 signatures in a day, I make about 50. Thank you. This is a good question for me. To bring my company up in territorial sales, that's how I actually attained my team leader position, was when I achieved my territory as well as my sales. Throughout the years, I would say my most notable sales accomplishments have been making team leader, and I would say just being my team leader and being the head of my team and achieving that goal in a short amount of time, a very short amount of time. Thank you. Over the past 5 years, I would say my most notable success with client retention would be that I'm a great people person. An increase in sales I've contributed with my most recent and current and sales employers, I would say it have to be a wide variety. I've contributed in sales from everything from jewelry to even stocks, real estate. Yeah, I have a wide variety. What frustrates me? There is very little that frustrates me. What motivates me, I would say, is me being very goal oriented. I like to strive to be the best. I like to push myself. If I say something, I definitely do mean it. I'm very strict, and once I put my mind to it, that's how I feel that's gonna be done, and in a good amount of time, the best time as possible. Thank you. As an account manager, I presently hold no accounts, unfortunately, but I have held between 10 to 20 accounts before. Yeah, I'm pretty perspective when it comes to sales. Yeah, 10 to 20 I would say, or even more. Close to about 50 the most. I'm interested in this position because I'm not new to sales and I have experience. I also have a college degree that's co-in-part with this position, and I'm pretty content in it, and I would like to continue. I see myself doing this as I do have some supervisory skills. I first started working at my high school and I was the supervisor of my team office for the students. I've held another supervisory position a couple of years later at my first real job after I graduated high school, working in a local office. I have held a supervisory position before. I first started in high school, working with fellow students, supervising my fellow students, and I also held another position a couple of years after I graduated at my first job, supervising a local office, my coworkers in the office. As a sales professional, I would say I don't have any weaknesses, but I do have a lot of strengths. I'm told to be a great people person. People tend to tell me a lot about their life when they've just met me a couple of hours, and they tell me that I brighten up their day just meeting me, and I enjoy the company. I'm not really one to sit at home all day. I like to go out and meet new people and socialize. So, yeah. What I like best about selling, I like that it's independent. You can set your own hours. It's not so stressful. Yeah, because that would be my least is that it's very stressful trying to meet a quota. But like I said, I'm very sociable. I don't really mind going out and meeting new people. I don't think that me having to meet a quota in a short amount of time would be a problem. I like to work independently. I feel that's best. So Yeah, besides me being a great people person, I will definitely get the job done. Thank you.
Hi, yes. I have quite a bit experience in sales, from everything through trading, sales, and basic marketing sales, home energy, things like that. I would say I prefer to do B2B sales. Thank you.